before we start this video, I just want to mention that this is mostly speculation. I gathered all the evidences I could to make this video. This is a small theory that I made myself that I just really want people to see my vision before Chapter 5 comes out next year. So let's get to the point. This is RALSEI'S guardian angel formed from her memories with Azrael/dreamers. Now before you do anything down there on the keyboard, am I saying that Azrael is RALSEI at all? To answer that, no, they definitely have a lot of parallels, but they are definitely not the same person. So the discussion on RALSEI'S LIGHTWORLD form, RALSEI'S LIGHTWORLD form is still in flames till this day. We don't know if he's either the Horns Chris wore, the Green Crane that was missing, or Chris' Monster Sona, but we're mainly not gonna talk about it today. As I have said earlier, we are discussing about Guardian Angel RALSEI here. But don't worry, I'll give my thoughts on the latter theories after I discuss my point. But first, let's discuss the Titan in the room first. The Titan's description tells us that they are beings that feel no remorse, that they are monster of the dark, yada yada yada. Now this has got me thinking that maybe RALSEI is somehow related to them, which everyone knows about. How do I tell this to you without sounding like Batat, though? Well, I can't. I need to sound like him in order for all of this to make sense. So, before the battle with the Titan occurs, Suzy is waiting for the Titan to appear, but RALSEI said that the Titan was already there the whole time. This would make sense if the Titan's descriptions of being the unknown from the dark, the one, thing, it's not there, but you always think that it's there, and considering how dark worlds work, well, it's already there the whole time, like he said. Plus, the Titan kinda lives in every dark world. It just needs to be bright enough for it to summon the Titan spawn. Bright? What? It just needs to be dark enough for it to summon the Titan spawn. What does RALSEI have to do with this? Well, the fact that it can appear in every dark world without going into a door or some way into the light world. You see where I'm going with this? Also, the Titan is a fucking healer. Anyways. RALSEI lies beyond the opposite side of the Titan spectrum. He has sentience, he is sweet and kind, he can feel love and mercy, he doesn't want to bring about the destruction of the whole world. It doesn't look like an eldritch being for now. And the last thing I won't mention until later. Okay, this part is on the speculation theory, so buckle up, I'm gonna go crazy on here. So let's discuss the test in the room. I think Des maybe has a lot of issues with her family, especially with her mom the most, considering how Carol acts, plus Des doesn't really scream Christmas to me, at least compared to her family. Look, we haven't seen her yet, but her room is our evidence for now. Now with the amount of weird items that relates to a doomsday event in her bedroom, I think she knew about the prophecy thing before she went missing. Maybe she panicked, she started prepare for some stuff, maybe getting a few fights with her family, especially with her mom. I think she went ahead and called for help with Azrael, of course, but that clearly didn't work out, since everyone in hometown just doesn't mention her, like she doesn't exist in the first place, except for Rudy and Noelle. Maybe during her not so great year, maybe she started to dream of or yearn that someone would be there to comfort her, be there to listen to her, someone who's always by her side. I think that yearning was so powerful that it quote-unquote made someone, and that person may be RALSEI with the image of the dreamers like Toriel and Azrael. But he isn't complete yet. He's not a darkener because obviously there are no dark fountains around. Now, I gotta tell you this again, this is not me saying that RALSEI is Azrael again. RALSEI clearly has his own identity, so he said so otherwise, Chris said so otherwise. Anyway, moving on. A few evidence for this is that RALSEI mentioned after the Gerson fight, the fake Gerson fight, that darkners are apparent after someone they love, and Wouldn't you know it, if Death Knight made the closet fountain, then that person residing in a castle would be Ralsei. Editing mercy here, I somehow forgot about the don't forget lyrics to include as evidence while writing this. Look, this is my first time making this series stuff on camera, so sorry about it.
Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
Also, this cements it further. Last Titan Spectrum thing that I didn't mention earlier. It's the fact that the Titan is the one bringing fear and Ralsei is the one bringing comfort. This would totally make sense in the context of Deltarune, as it leads into more of Death's narrative haunting. Now let's get to the evidences that I didn't mention, because frankly I don't need like a whole paragraph or essay, whatever you call it, but they are still worth mentioning. Ralsei and Azrael will be summoning anagrams to each other. Azrael in the final battle of Undertale, literally transforming into the angel in the Deltarune logo. The Ralsei angel in the revived Chris act during the Titan fight. Toriel and Ralsei having maternal instincts. Okay, I'm gonna cover the other LIGHTWORLD Ralsei candidates, but it's gonna be brief. Again, if you believe in some of these candidates, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I just wanted to cover them, and just in case someone brings them up anyways. The horned headband. I think this is a really good theory in my opinion, but considering how much the green room is laid out and the S-rank room looks like it's supposed to be Chris' drawer, Azrael's drawer doesn't really have much trauma in it for it to manifest something, so it either got turned into Ram's shop or the vending machine beside it. I think Aram is just the headband. I really don't believe in this one. Well, I was a believer in this one, not until chapter 3 came out. The green crayon. I didn't really believe in this one the most in my opinion. I think the green crayon is just a green Gaster parallel. If you summarize it, basically what if the Eggman is actually just Gaster but green? Chapter 3 has a green egg room, these doors that look similar to Sands of Papyrus. Sands' house has a room in between with a bone painting with green as the base color. But for the crayon itself, I think it's just gone. Not like gone in the Dark World or anything. No, just gone, like that one Lego piece that's missing on the set. Chris' persona. I fuck with this like a lie, but I don't think Chris wants to have a tea-loving, calm, hug addict, fluffy, shy goat boy monster at their persona. I mean, look at the way they act. If they really want to be a monster, I think it would be more gremlin-like in behavior, not something like Ralsei. I think Chris just really wants to become a dog or something. It doesn't really make sense for them. So in conclusion, I don't think these would make sense at all. Like the game will suddenly tell you like, Susie, I'm Chris' persona / headband / missing crayon to reveal Ralsei's LIGHTWORLD identity. So I think the theory that I made makes more sense in the concept of Deltarune. Anyways, that's all. Let me know any evidences I missed, and I hope you like this video. See ya.